Guys, listen to this. Men who sit in the beer parlor discussing about women, about their wives, how they mess up, how they do this, how they do that, and how they treat them, and how they show them they are the man, are the ones having a bad marriage. Believe you me, they are the ones having a terrible marriage. And now if you're a young man, you are yet to be married, and you're sitting around these men, or you're listening to these men, whatever nonsense, yes, it's nonsense they are discussing, and maybe you are taking part in the discussion, or you're contributing your own quarter, or you're listening in whatever way that you are trying to put yourself in, believe you me, you are definitely going to have a bad marriage also. Yes, because this is it. Whatever you talk about, you think about, and whatever you think about, you act upon, and your action defines who you are. Your action is either going to mar you or make you. So I will advise you stay out of such discussion and out of such men's life, because they want to make sure that every other man is having the kind of experience they are having. That is just the perfect truth. So for you to be at peace with your home when you're eventually married, I think it's going to be a reasonable thing to do for you to stay away from those kind of men. And if you're a kind of man that is sitting in the beer parlor discussing whatever rubbish about your woman, I am sorry for you, because at the end of the day, you are definitely going to go back home to face those challenges. So I advise you get out of that beer parlor, go home and find a way to mend whatever that is happening in your home. Because these men you are discussing with, at the end of the day, they are not going home with you. And the truth of the truth is, you don't know what is happening in their home. What they say there might not be what is happening in their houses. Yes, I remember a story my daddy told us when my brother was about to get married at a young age, because he really got married at a very young age. And I can't even when I am so old, I can't forget that story, because it made a lot of sense. And it pertains to, I can't start to tell the story because it's going to make the video long, but if you want, then I can tell you the story. You can inbox me and ask me what's the story. But what I'm trying to say is that men actually say one thing when they are in a beer parlor, especially when it has to do with their home. They tell you this is what it is, this is the authority I have in my house, this is how things are run in my house. And when you get to their house, if you are lucky enough to bump into them one day, it is the perfect opposite. And those are the kind of men who are really enjoying their marriage. But you want to talk in a band, they give you what you want to hear, and you go back home and you mess yourself up in your house even the more. So please, if you're sitting around in the bar discussing about your wife, I advise you get out of that bar, go back home. The moment you get home, kiss your wife on the cheek. She'll be surprised. What's happening? Are you drunk? Yes, I am drunk for you. Just find a way to make sure you mend your home, because no one else is going to do that for you, and no one else is going to live in that home with you. You are going to face your challenge by yourself, until when whatever that is going to happen happens. If you have failed to put your home in the right order, in very positive, not by shouting, not by assuming authority or whatever.